Hello and welcome back to Diablo 3 and the Reaper of Souls beta. My name's Lumin, this right here is my wizard and she's looking a little bit different than when last you saw her. I messed around with transmogrification and I gotta say there are some super cool things you can do, and I think if you couple it with some decent colored dyes then it'll be even more special. So right now what I did was I just selected some slightly heavier looking armor. I changed the shield up to make it look more glorious, and I dyed everything. What is the color called? The cloud white. Bottled cloud. Now I'm gonna try bottled smoke. Let's see what it looks like. Sadly I can't dye the shield as well. Ooh, this is not bad. I don't know if I prefer the white one or the dark one, but I do think that one can do some seriously cool stuff. I suppose because, well, of the Zakarum thing and the Crusaders and all the rest, I should probably stick with Bottled Cloud. I feel it just suits this act better. I get to be a beacon of hope, shining bright. There. But there are some super cool things you can do, and it's weird how different the color looks on some of the different pieces. I don't want to get too distracted now because I wanted to actually record a full video at some point just messing around with transmogrification and having a look at some of the different options that you can have, some of the cool visuals that you can set up. But wow. All I'm saying is I'm impressed. That's cool. Oh, most of these are just really, really attractive. But maybe we should go for a scantily clad wizard. That's nice. Transmogrify that in. Then let's toss the shoulder pads in there. Look at that. Put those on. I was gonna say let's minimize the helmet a little bit. Maybe even remove it. Because she has a nice head of hair. You know? Oh, we could just streamline it a little bit. I like that one a lot. I don't like that one quite as much. That fits, doesn't it? Those two fit together. But now, the chest piece doesn't fit. Now you need something slightly darker with the chest. Like, for instance, that. Or that. It's got more sharp edges and stuff. Oh! Or even this. That's kind of cool. Now the boots. I did this before I started recording so I would not get distracted. That was the reason I did it then. But now I'm just getting distracted all over again. Oh! Those are the ones. Now, I don't think the gloves matter all that much. But I can get something slightly darker. Like this. Huh. Man. You know what? That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Now shield. Aren't that many choices here. But for some reason, there are no more unlocks. So, I don't know if that's it for shields. Or if I just need to unlock more at some point. I mean, that's 250. That's $250,000 gold. Let me just choose something that fits slightly better, like this, and go with it. Oh, it's beautiful. So much for being a shining beacon of hope. Because right now, I'm putting this back on. Wow. I don't know what to say. That's absolutely amazing. Instead of a shining beacon of hope, I'm a kind of terrifying beacon of ferocity? I don't know. Let's put that back on there, and that back on there, and now we're done. That's it. I'm gonna stop fiddling around here. I can't believe I just did that. Wow. That's definitely not what I want to look like one day when I'm working on the final product, but it's interesting that you can do all of that. And thus ends my showcase of transmogrification. Now I'd like to hire the scoundrel because for some reason he seems to have a quest. And a lot of this episode is going to be talking stuff because I ran around this town and I saw that so many of these guys have these little blue asterisks above their heads and I want to know what's going on. It's a new act. I'm interested. What's up? Kaya.
I knew you'd need my help.
I don't know if that's actually a thing. I don't think I needed your help, per se. So now, I think we should take utility-based skills on him. Things that slow, things that stun.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Things that blind.
That will do very well.
Multi-shot or power shot? Stun. There we go.
Ooh, this
Cormac, you seem so sad.
Do you
Is she
know
talking
how
to
it
him?
feels? My city destroyed. The people I knew dead.
I do. We share the same grief and the same pain.
Would you talk with me? All of this weighs heavily upon my soul.
Oh. She will. She's nice like that.
Oh, I do that extremely well.
Hysteria, you say? I'm somehow just not surprised.
For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
Is this new?
Perhaps it is an echo of the magic the prophet used to put you and your sisters to sleep.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know how your sisters died, or how the prophet's magic failed.
I don't think that's new. No. Let's talk to Hadrig. What's happening, buddy?
Who's this?
I'm Bryson. I was trapped in a cellar until Hadrian
Huh?
rescued me.
And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. Doesn't that make you responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadrig by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
Oh, he can do other things, can't he?
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Shame, dude. Am I on all chat? I was wondering why nothing was being said. There we go. Public chat. Much better. I want to see this stuff. I want to see all of this stuff. Whoa. 4,460? That's ridiculous. Wow. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Also, I think we should craft something for our apprentice here. Calling him an apprentice because, well, he's not really that well geared, and it's the first time we bring him. Now, I'm just gonna skedaddle on over this way because there's a lot of talking that needs to be done. Whoa. Okay, there really is a lot of talking. I feel like his conversations would be the most important.
Has the sliver revealed anything of Malthael's plans to you?
No, but it is our only hope of learning Malthael's plans. To defeat him, we must know where he is and what he is trying to do. The answer must be here. I just have to find it. Too many innocents have already died.
Straight up, you keep looking. Man, I should have crafted him something, because this is kind of uncool.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
Yes, I did. It was my destiny. I was fulfilling a prophecy written long before I was born.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps I'll write about my adventures one day.
I love how full of herself the wizard is. Oh, always. Absolutely always. I wonder if the male is the same.
When Tyrael accepted me into the Order, I was honored beyond belief. Imagine me joining the Haradrim, but in the tomb. Malthael. I couldn't do anything. I froze.
The tomb was a lost cause. Tyrael wouldn't have chosen you to be Haradrim if you weren't worthy.
Oh. I see. So this right here is the dude that he asked to run. To find the Nephilim. It's him. It's Lorath. I get it.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
You did not want to be a soldier?
I grew up on stories of the fearless Haradrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
That's good. I think it's good. He shot for the stars and he achieved what he wanted. I mean, come on, look at him now. The last holdouts.
How have you held out so long against the Reaper's onslaught?
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men
What a
sacrificed
voice.
themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
So, Russell Crowe, Commander, here is a man of few words.
Why haven't the other cities of Westmarch sent reinforcements? Bramwell? Kingsport? What are they waiting for?
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Oh.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
I did not know. That is disturbing.
What did you just say?
I was about...
Kingsport? Brother.
I was about to bring that up. We had a discussion with a scoundrel, God, not even that long ago, about his brother in Kingsport. And about how, well, he wanted to go there, and then we said, no, you should be here. This is where the fight is, and this is where you can help. But it seems like the fight's there too. Rescued person. Is that the best they could come up with?
If you hadn't come along when you did,
Oh.
I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
Totally not a deserter.
You could have run right by.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so those are obviously placeholder names. They gotta be.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape.
I've heard this.
But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Yes.
Despite his superstitious views, Rakis ruled as a just and fair king, who was much loved by his people. He was succeeded by his son Corsic, who attempted to eradicate the barbarian tribes of the north. The line of Rakis was broken when Corsic's son Corellan died with no heirs.
Huh.
Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist.
Is that it for her?
With Justinian dead, I fear another contest for the throne.
I think we've heard it all. So I'm gonna leave. Right in the middle of what she was saying.
Faith is our last strength.
Thank you. Thank you for the heal.
Spend wisely.
Huh. Ooh. I was about to say there are some super decent items here. This is not better than my shield, but still decent. Wow. Wonder if I can get something for my follower. Can he use a bow? I'd pay that. No, I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't. I will pick something up eventually, and I don't really need his help. But right the heck now, after all that yak, we are departing. I'm super keen to start exploring here because this is something different.
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I kill
So my game disconnected. Pretty much right after I got here, I killed a couple of mobs. I leveled, and I got an amazing looking upgrade or rune for Black Hole called Supermassive, but then disconnected. And it seems like I'm having a lot of latency / lagging issues right now. I'm not sure if it's a server-wide thing or if it's just me down here in good old South Africa. But it is a problem at the moment, and I don't want to stop playing. So that's just too bad. I've got an amazing new build set up here. It consists of Black Hole. Look at that.
So dour. You have much to be
Oh, can you please
joyful
stop
about.
talking?
Are you mocking me?
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
Are you done? And I got Comet, Frost Hydra, and a different blink. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to test it out. So I've got Black Hole now as my initiating skill, and then I'm going to toss a meteor on top of that, which is going to slow / freeze the enemies there. And then this is just an extra to also slow / freeze. And then there's this, which, well, it's amazing. Nostalgia Orb is always welcome.
Does this incessant death and destruction ever reach an end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why do I feel you're lying to me?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That the war is so jealous it will never believe you can be happy and content.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Look at that combo. That's amazing. And I gotta say that Miriam here, she talks a lot. Miriam talks a whole lot. Look at the dog. What is that? Huh? I would have loved to have had a better look at it. But it's dead now. Or at least it's deader than it was before, as it is no longer moving and trying to kill me. This place. I'm gonna collect a couple of mobs now. If I actually can do that. It's gonna be difficult with these guys slowing me the whole time. But come. Come. Here. Perfect. Set it up. Here it comes! Yes! Oh man! I like it. I realize it's the most basic combo ever.
Wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
Really? She's complaining about me being skinny. Woman, I'm beautiful. Look at me. I'm magnificent. Jeez Louise. Definitely not too skinny. Man. You should see the witch doctor. That lady could use some meat on her bones. Now, I'm not sure if I like this skill more. And I was gonna say before, it's the most basic of combos. I get that. But it's still so much fun to pull off. It is. Now, I'm gonna run a quick turn around here. Then I'm gonna go in and... Ooh, bastard. I'm gonna get them. Yes! I did it again. Did it again. Although the damage and destruction wrought upon them was not quite as extreme, not quite as complete in that instance, it was still just as enjoyable to pull off. Glacial Spike. I wonder if there's a frost passive of some sort. Again, I will just mention I've not played enough of this game. It's a thing. I don't know it well enough. But hey, figuring it out is a lot of fun. So I'm gonna do it. I'm trying all the combos out that you guys no doubt tried. I don't even know. A year and a half ago? What are these highlighted areas?
This graveyard isn't big enough to hold all the dead of Westmarch, even if we save the city.
What do you mean when we save the city? We'll worry about the rest after.
Here we go. I wonder if I should use something like Wave of Force instead. I don't know, I kind of like the Frost Hydra. It works and it does its own damage. It doesn't need me to babysit it, to give it targets. Nothing like that. It just does its thing once I've summoned it. And I appreciate that. So that alone is a good enough reason to keep it. And I'm not sure why I feel the wizard always needs blink in its hotbar. Or, in this case, teleport. But it just does. It just does. You need at least one mobility type skill. And that's the one I've chosen. That seems to be the way out, so instead, we have a peek on this side. Come guys, come. Follow me. I'd like to gather a bunch of you so I can properly test my AoE capabilities. Here. This is gonna be good. And black hole. Oh, I didn't get the big guy. Oh well. And they seem to just lose interest after a little while. I suppose they are zombies. Can't expect them to be the most keen of predators. Although I like the glacial spike that I'm using, the other one just works better. The one that I was using before, Conflagrate. The fact that it pierces means it ends up doing so much more damage, and it helps me out by destroying the doodads and stuff around the environment. Ones that I would probably otherwise not have destroyed, not even thought of just trying to destroy. So this thing summons like 3 hounds or something. That's pretty cool. Oh. Take me the yellow items. Why so many gems? Whoa. That's a lot of resistance. Attack speed. So it's slightly less toughness, which means slightly less survivability, a little bit more damage, and more healing. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. Pass. What? You want treasure? Dude, you better start pulling your weight then. Right take now with that little 10 DPS crossbow. I don't think you're doing any damage whatsoever. Ghastly Seraph. These things are a little bit scary. And they remind me a whole lot of Asmodan. I don't know if that was the intention, but they do have that look about them. Are these specially marked like this for a reason? Are they maybe part of a side quest? A main quest even? Maybe they're going to send me back to these areas with an objective at some point. Because it is a bit peculiar that they're all marked like that they stand out so. A little bit peculiar. Oh, here's something. Is that the crypt I seek? Gideon's Row. So that's the entrance. Let me just check it out. I want to make sure. That's where I came from. Yes. As terrifying as it was before. Streets paved with dead bodies. I don't like it one bit. Also still undecided about the teleport rune that I've chosen. While it does seem cool and all to do a bit of damage when you land, maybe a stun is better, maybe the mirror image is better. I'm gonna have a look. Let's get out of combat and check. Decoy. Reversal. Safe passage. I don't know if they're any good. So 422% weapon damage is gonna have to do. I suppose if I black hole, cast that and then blink in. That's better. That was good. Oh. I want to fight those dogs that they showed off at BlizzCon. The ones that after they kill you, they sort of mark their territory on top of you. You know what? I'm gonna die on purpose when I find one of them, just so I can see that happen for reals. You have my word. I'll do it. I will let that dog kill me if, well, if the scoundrel allows it. And that'll be that. We're gonna see it happen. All of us. Oh, that's just way too much fun. That's such a fun combo to use. But maybe, just maybe it's time to change it up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill, game. Chill. Hey, buddies. Gather round. Gather round. I have a tale to tell you. And it's called Black Hole. There you go. Oh, an interesting story, isn't it? Yes, yes, I should think so. I like it. I also really like these high damage numbers. I know that seems shallow of me, but come on. That's what this game's all about. So, if that first combo wasn't enough to kill them, I could blink in and Frozen Orb